You can go.
All right, we are leaving the funeral home right now. We're in Auburn Gresham right now, shooting promo for Death Doula. We're gonna be putting it in the physical for y'all. I feel like since the jump, it's always been people wanting for me vinyls or CDs, but I don't know. It's just never made sense for the budget, y'all. We're independent. We are indie as hell. So it's rough out here, but with the support that y'all are able to give on Bandcamp, buying Death Doula, literally all that money that was made from that is what's going into production. Yeah, in the back seat, show them the supplies. This is DIY as hell. So I'm excited for y'all to be able to have that. So yes, we're leaving Jones Funeral Home and we're about to be on the way to a park that we used to play at outside, basketball on the court to be specific. And honestly, I feel like a lot of him being a basketball player was like at a park. He stayed at a park hooping, whether it was in Atlanta or Chicago. And so, yeah, everything we do is intentional. You know what I mean? Everything has a purpose and a meaning. And so I just want to let y'all in on where we're doing this at. We're in the city, Auburn Gresham, South Side, literally. I think we lived in 2 houses over here. One was on 77th, maybe 76th in Winchester. The other one was on 82nd in Hermitage. So this is really where I'm at with it. It's a lot of memories. A lot of memories, but it's good to be back. I don't know. I feel like some people listen to music and they do it for the feel, and then other people are listening to the lyrics. I'm someone that listens to both at the same time, but if you listen to my lyrics, I kind of talk about how it was hard for me to, in 1104, I talk about how it was hard for me to come back to Chicago initially. Okay. You're good. Oh, I shouldn't have stopped. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so in 1104, I talk about, I don't know, it was just very hard for me to come back to Chicago initially when he had initially passed away. So that was 2019 and 2020. It was like every time I got on a flight, I would just start crying. Also because we used to fly from Portland to Chicago. Like, I think it was summer 2017. And then a lot of my travels, he would be with me. I don't know. Yeah. Oh. Guys, back to the Chicago driving. Anyway, so like, okay, sometimes we didn't even fly. I don't know if anyone remembers the Megabus. We used to be on that Megabus. From Chicago to Atlanta, Atlanta to Chicago, once we both had moved up there, because I moved before he did. And so a lot of my travels, I was with him. So to be like, damn, I gotta fly to Chicago and like, he's not even there. It was just like always a mind fuck for me. And one of my favorite memories when we took a flight together was, it was turbulence. And I'm not gonna lie, it was some bad turbulence. And there, you know, when that happens, they're like, okay, everybody put your tray tables up, woo, whatever. This man, in the middle of the turbulence, puts his tray table down, puts both elbows on there, and starts praying. I'm like, dude, we're gonna make it through. We're gonna be okay. You need to put that up, though. It was crazy. And then he just put his head on my shoulder. And he had his head, whoa. I saw a psychic medium, y'all. And I don't even know. She said a lot. The first confirmation was that she asked my mom, because my mom was right there. She asked my mom, like, do you have a brother that passed, Mom? I'm like, no, that's me. She's like, okay, what's his name? What's his date of birth? You know, I tell her, whatever. She's like, okay, what does the color yellow mean to you and your family? Like, what does yellow mean to him? Like, in relation to him, basically. And so for the funeral service that was in Atlanta, because we did 2. We did 1 in Chicago. And then we, like, I don't know if y'all know this, but like, you can fly bodies. So underneath the plane, he was in there in his casket, and then I think it was on the same flight that he was on, and went down to Atlanta for the second one because he has friends in both cities, so, and teammates. So it's like, you know, everybody needs to be able to say goodbye. And he's buried in Atlanta. So we get there, in the Atlanta service, the theme is supposed to be like gold, like bury me in gold, but his favorite color was yellow. So everybody was wearing hints of yellow instead of just having to wear all black, because it's like, you know, these is young kids showing up, like 15, 16-year-olds, just seeing them in all black would just be like weird. So that was crazy. She said that. She said something else that made me want to bring this up to y'all, but now I can't remember. That's just how my mind works. But we're pulling up right now to the Dawson courts and figure out where we're gonna park at. Same date in November every year. Till the end of October, pain is near. When it happened, fought the battle by myself. Picked out his funeral home, quiet as it's kept. I kept busy, did this just to survive. I've had many nights I heard mama cry, post on